Phoenix is a very fastly growing city right now. There's a stadium right there. That's where the Super Bowl was. That's the back of Sun Devil Stadium. People come from around the world. A lot of corporations are starting companies here because they can get cheap space. They can get cheap workers, you know. And a lot of, I think the musicians are coming here because they can get a recording studio for anywhere from half the price to a tenth the price of a regular recording studio, you know, in other states. Yeah, Arizona's pretty much known for the harder music, you know. All the music that comes out of Arizona that's pretty well known is like, other than Sepultura, Flotsam and Jetsam, Sacred Reich, N17, Jason Newsted from Metallica, he used to play in Flotsam and Jetsam, a local, pretty heavy band.
So why do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know if there's an attraction here that people that like that kind of music like to come here. A lot of people say it's the heat. You know, when it gets to be 120 degrees in the summer, some people say, you know, that'll have a funny effect on you. It could make you a little aggro. You know, a lot of reptiles live here. And I know for a fact, like Kerry King from Slayer, he lived here and used to raise snakes and all sorts of reptiles, lizards and such. I know a lot of people in the Sepultura crew, they raise reptiles. They have water dragons and stuff like that.
Our manager, Max's wife, is from here. It was the first place in America that, when we came here, that we had like a circle of friends, so it was easier to adapt instead of just going to a city that we didn't know no one and stuff. So.
We have an album where they have a cover of Orgasmatron from Motorhead, and the song got huge. They play on the radio every 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So that's when Sepultura become real big in Brazil. Doesn't necessarily mean that people like us, you know? But they know you're the guy. Like, you're the guy with the monster voice, right? I'm like, yeah, that's me.
To get to another day, and now I wanna see. Set us free. Why can't you say? Can't you feel? Is it real?
There's a lot of people that never thought we were going to be the one that we're going to, like, after all those years, be one of the few only Brazilian bands to make out of Brazil that way. I mean, I think it's surprised 90% of the Brazilian artists still does today. Talking to real big people still come to us sometimes and they don't understand. They go,
Like who? Like who?
like Caetano Veloso and Gilberto Gil.
Oh really?
Big people, yeah.
They come
go,
to you and what do they say?
how'd you do it?
We know how it is to be in a band from a third world country, try to break it out, and they know that feeling. And for them to see a band like us break it out, it's like, it's important for Brazil.
They're up here and they're in the desert and they're starting their new families and their new lives and they're at a new level. Now they're looking back at their roots and where they're from and seeing what they're really about and, you know, where all this stuff comes from. You know, they're looking inside of themselves and at their history.
The whole thing about doing dictatorship was because we grew up hearing all the stories about people being disappeared and being exiled, a lot of musicians and artists. being tortured.
A lot of our fathers' friends,
Yeah.
you know,
Really?
we have friends that their fathers just disappeared, or some of them
yeah.
had to move out of the country because the stuff they're saying was against the, you know.
There was this family
Crazy.
from Chile moved to Brazil because Pinochet, because of the repression in Chile, they went to Brazil. You know, so the whole South America has always been really strong on that whole torture thing. And nobody would touch the subject. Nobody would even talk about it. And I was like, you know, I think it's time for people like my age start asking the government some questions. You know, why did they do that? You know, what's the reason behind all this? Why did you kill and torture all those people, you know? I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't think it's never too late really to ask the question. Maybe nothing can be done about bringing the people back from the dead, but maybe we can teach our youngsters. Maybe I can teach my son how bad it was, and maybe when he grow up, or the people in Brazil that grow up right now, that's 3 years old, when they're 15, they don't have to deal with the same problem again.
How old is your son?
3,
Oh, 3, yeah.
and I have another one that's 9 months. I saw the guy, what's his name?
Dick Dale.
Dick Dale.
Yeah, I saw.
I went to see him in Phoenix, and he has his 5-year-old son with the drum kit through the whole show.
Is it
I
so?
thought that was great. Yeah. I wish I could talk to him after the show just to tell him how great I thought that was. It was
Yeah.
better than any other show I've seen just because of that. I think that just gives a lot of freedom for people to think like musicians are just freaks and drug users and useless people, you know? That musicians are not, and artists are normal people that can raise a child just as good or better than a politician or a doctor, you know, and you can take that kid on tour and stuff.
So whose kid is that?
That's Andreas. Andreas' little girl. Yeah, it's Julia.
Smoke, ó. Ah, agora sim, sem bochechas, né? Olha lá, Nené, soltou a chupeta. Viu a câmera? Dá uns sorrisos pros holandeses, dá? Mungus.
So where did you grow up?
You probably never heard of it.
Tell me anyway.
Belo Horizonte.
Where is that?
It's between São Paulo and Rio.
In Brazil.
Yeah, it's not in the coast. It's tourist inside the country.
Sepultura, we started doing our own music, but it sounded a lot like bands that we were listening at the time, like Motorhead, Venom. Basically, a lot of bands outside Brazil. A few Brazilian bands that were really into it, but a lot of bands from outside. Some bands from Finland, especially like hardcore music, and some English bands like Discharge, and you know, some of the metal stuff we're really into too.
Yeah, not much of American influence.
No?
European.
Why?
Yeah.
It's harder. It was all harder, heavier, darker, colder. I think bands like even the Beatles shock a lot of people. I heard stories of people really freaked out when Elvis danced, when he did that dance, como é que fala, rebolar?
Moving his hips and
Twisted,
shit, yeah.
moving
Twisting with his hips,
moving,
yeah.
I mean, like, people freaked out.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my God. It's funny now, it's like you look at so pathetic, you know, like, don't matter. Today we're talking about way beyond that.
Thanks a lot, man. He's another track on a Roots album. This was written by Andreas, lyrics by Andreas. This is called Dusted.
Dankjewel, Holland. Next song is from our new album Roots. It's called Straight Hate. So what's up, Holland? I see a lot of fucking hardcore Sepultura fans that are ready to hear something old. Am I right? Under a pale gray sky, we shall arise!
En terwijl de regen weer even onheilspellend neerdaalde op het publiek van Pinkpop, blijkt toch dat Sepultura ook de regengangers wel degelijk kan boeien. Op dit moment heeft net iemand verteld, kijk er op dat Zuidpodium waar wij staan, zo'n 25.000 mensen naar het optreden van Sepultura. Aan de andere kant, daar is het Noordpodium, daar kijken op dit moment zo'n 15.000 mensen. En ook in de tent wordt gedanst. En die tent is de afgelopen dagen de locatie geweest waar hoofdzakelijk dance acts staan. En een van die groepen was de Fugees. En waar de Fugees spelen is het altijd broeierig.
Big up one time. This is El Boogie representing the refugee camp. Fugees, Wyclef Proswell not here right now, but...
Stand van Pinkpop en we zijn nog steeds achter het podium bij Sepultura. Op de laatste plaats van Sepultura speelt een wereldberoemde percussionist mee, Carlinhos Brown. Die speelt vandaag niet hier op het podium mee, maar omdat het nummer Ratamahata vol zit met allerlei tribal percussion, werden er een aantal leden uitgenodigd, onder meer van Doggy Dog, de drummer Brandon Finley, die even in dat nummer Ratamahata mee mocht spelen. Maar die is alweer het podium af, dus dat hebben we gemist. Helaas, maar jammer. We kunnen nog wel even het einde van het optreden van Sepultura gaan meemaken. Andreas, hi. Andreas. On the left, I see Max, and here's Andreas. Well, how did you do over here?
It was great. Great stuff, great crowd. Much better support than we have in Germany. We're very satisfied, man, very happy and tired.
Now, I just told that this tribal aspect, especially in the song Ratamahata, you invited the drummer of Doggy Dog.
Yeah.
Did the tribal aspect change your attitude towards your own music?
I don't know, I think we're changing step by step throughout the years. Sepultura is a band who is together for more than 10 years, and we've been playing every kind of place. So I think we just want to bring some new influence to our music, and nothing more natural than the Brazilian music. We are from Brazil, and we know how to play those instruments, so we start working more on that. And the tribe, for sure, you know, changed a lot of the ideas that we have from the Indians, you know. A lot of people think they're stupid or something, they're fools. But they're very intelligent, they know what they want, you know, they live in freedom like they want, and they have the respect of the white culture in Brazil, which is very good, you know. So it was a great experience to record the whole Roots project, you know. We have a lot of guests, including the tribe and stuff, and now we are happy to be here to show our music live, you know, which is the best for us.
Je vertelde eerder dat de percussionist die Carlinhos Brown, die dus in de studio meegespeeld heeft, dat hij boeiende aspecten aan de muziek van Sepultura heeft toegevoegd. En ik vroeg aan Andreas, een van de leden van Sepultura, of dat hun eigen mening naar hun muziek ook veranderd heeft. Het was een boeiende ervaring om met die mensen te spelen. Maar ze kenden natuurlijk dat tribal aspect kennen ze al lang. Want ze komen uit Brazilië. En het vooroordeel dat veel mensen hebben over Indianen, dat ze dom zijn, dat geldt voor hun. Daar willen zij absoluut niet van weten. Nou, this place, Pinkpop, is a festival where normally a lot of rock bands are. Do you feel at home in a rock situation instead of a hard rock or heavy metal situation?
I think we feel home wherever the people like our music, you know. I don't like to label the music and even the fans, you know. I think they're all there enjoying all the bands, and if you don't like the back, just the band that play and just go in the back, drink some beer and stuff. That's what I like about the festival, you know. Everybody respect each other's styles and everybody enjoy everything, you know. For us, the same to play with different bands, you know, like Rage Against the Machine and Therapy or Alanis Morissette, you know. So it's totally different, and it's good for us to show our music for different people. A lot of people never heard about Sepultura here, so it's a good chance to show our music for them.
Overduidelijk. Ik vroeg aan Andreas of hij zich thuis voelt op de poster van Pinkpop, waar een heleboel rockbands staan, waar soms zelfs ook hele gevoelige klanken te horen zijn. Je gelooft het niet, maar het is echt zo. En toen zei hij, ja, wij voelen ons hier wel degelijk thuis, want we hoeven niet alleen gelabeld te worden als een heavy metal of hard rock band. Now, Andreas, one more thing. Over the past 5, 6, 7 years, we had a boom on acoustic music. Is it imaginable that this band, your band, should do the things acoustically?
Well, we've been doing that like with more the Brazilian, music, the very traditional Brazilian music, like Caioas and Rata Marrata, or the song we did with the tribe, it's Sorry. And that's the way we like to use acoustic, not in the melodic or, lovely way or whatever, We like to use acoustic in a very heavy and dark moody. And we've been doing that. And for us, never say never, We can do whatever in the future and whatever we like it, So, I don't know, I see Sepultura doing a lot of different stuff in the future, for sure.
Dus ook dat is een mogelijkheid voor Sepultura. Dat ze dingen klein houden, maar dan meer bijvoorbeeld op het tribal aspect gaan zitten. En eigenlijk heel andere muziek gaan maken. My last question, Andreas. Is this the kind of audience you want? Or you want more, a louder audience?
Well, we always want more, but I'm pretty satisfied with the audience of today. It was really good.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bram, waar zit jij? Volgens mij in de portecabin. Laat me raden.
Dit noemen we geloof ik portecabin, waar ik nu in zit. Ja. Ik zit hier met twee heren. Jan Chris de Koeier, hij is zanger, moet ik nou eigenlijk zanger zeggen?
Zanger-bassist.
Zanger-bassist van Gorefest. Ja. En naast hem zit Max, die net klaar is. You just finished a show.
I'm from Holland.
Yes, I can see that, man.
I was supposed to be playing a game, but they told me to come here and do a show first.
Was it pretty?
I'll do good on the next World Cup.
It was a pretty impressive show, I thought.
It's a great crowd.
Yeah, man, it went down really well.
Yeah, I must say I was a little bit nervous before, because we heard this is a pop festival.
Yeah.
Pink pop, and that the crowd not gonna like us,
Mm-hmm.
It was the opposite. It was one of the best shows.
They loved it.
They all came up from the Dynamo, I think.
Let me explain.
There,
Er is nog een ander festival in Nederland. Dat is net geweest eigenlijk in Eindhoven. Het Dynamo Open Air Festival. Daar spelen voornamelijk meer het soort bands als Sepultura. Gorefest, jouw eigen band. Jullie hebben gisteren daar gespeeld?
Zaterdag.
Of zaterdag. Hoe was het daar?
Fantastisch.
Ja?
We gingen op eigenlijk een kwartier voordat het donker werd. Dus eerst konden we 80.000 mensen zien. En later kregen we de lichtshow. Het was echt overweldigend.
Ja?
Dat was fantastisch.
Ja. Wat is een belangrijk optreden voor jullie, had ik begrepen.
Ja, toch wel het belangrijkste uit onze carrière.
Ja, zo.
Ja. En ik denk dat we het heel goed gedaan hebben.
Oh, mooi. Yeah, he's just telling a little bit about how it went for their band, Gorefest, in the Dynamo Open Air Festival. You played there before?
Twice,
yeah.
One with different band. With Sepultura, the first time, one of the first times we came to Europe, and it was great. And then with Nail Bomb again, and that wasn't so great.
Oh, why not?
It's just...
You were playing in Nail Bomb? No.
Yeah.
Oh.
We did only one show.
Oh, I see.
It was too many problems, and it's not my original band, and it's more like a studio band.
I see, okay.
Live, it doesn't go as strong as Sepultura.
Right. Let me explain shortly. Hij heeft dus 2 keer op Dynamo gespeeld. 1 keer met zijn eigen band Sepultura en 1 keer met Nail Bomb, een band waar hij de gast in was. We talked earlier with somebody on the show about a girl, about this style of singing that you both do, grunting it's called. And the girl said, you're not gonna last for more than 6 years if you sing like that. What do you think?
Well, I have to worry about other things to last 6 years.
Oh?
My vocals is my last thing I have to worry.
Is that so?
No.
It's your instrument.
Well, I'll tell you, people can never predict, how can people predict music? I mean, I always say that the biggest bands, I think, on the beginning, they were criticized because they were too different. There's the one that lasts longer.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I'm gonna last longer with my own style than if I'm imitating James Hetfield or Axl Rose.
But she didn't mean like in a commercial way, but also with the voice, that the voice is going to crack up at some point. Or you have a technique. Heb je een techniek? Let me ask Jan Chris, heb je een techniek ontwikkeld waardoor je je stem niet beschadigt als je op die manier...
Ja, je zingt uit je buik. En ik belast mijn stembanden niet zoveel. Ik heb toevallig voor de opnames van de laatste plaat ben ik 6 keer bij een zanglerares geweest.
Ja?
Nou, die vertelde me dat mijn stem heel goed in orde was.
Ja?
Het trilde allemaal heel keurig in de hoge regionen. Het is een kunstje, een truc. Iets wat als het pijn zou doen, dan doe je het niet. Het volume komt uit je buik en de stem vormt het enkel.
Just ask Lemmy.
Lemmy from Motorhead. Yeah. He's probably one of the originators.
The godfather of the growling.
Yeah.
It's just style, and everybody has. There's some other that are not deep like ours, but they're high, like perhaps Pantera or White Zombie or even the Sex Pistols, you know. Each one has a different style.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's hard to predict the future, but I think kids tend to identify more with these vocals today than they did years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
They understand the lyrics, they sing along, you can see. Even if it's screaming, it's more about the attitude of the singing than actual melody. You got an attitude, you have it, you know.
I'm sure a lot of kids are watching right now, and they're like curious. How do you start singing like that? Can the two of you just explain a little bit?
Well, I started after I watched Venom. Started listening to bands like Venom and Hellhammer back in the 80s.
Gold het voor jou ook? Hij luisterde naar Venom begin jaren 80?
Ja, andere bands, maar wel dezelfde beweegreden. Je vond het fantastisch. Because you were a fan. That's why you started.
And the thing is, the Kronos, it was so easy to imitate. All you gotta do is like force your voice a little bit and you have it.
Yeah.
And the other guys in town were trying to imitate Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden. Now that's hard.
Yeah.
You know, imitate Kronos was easy. So we started just like that, you know, it was really easy. I didn't have to be a professional.
Yeah.
I'm still not one.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
Well, but there's no techniques, you know.
There's no techniques?
I do very, very little.
Wat doe jij technisch?
Een beetje opwarmen.
Ja?
Heel weinig. Er is niemand die het je kan leren, want dit is de eerste generatie die het doen.
Ja. Kun jij iets van je volume laten horen, wat je normaal gebruikt als je zingt?
Nee.
Nee? Het is niet een instrument wat je even kan aanslaan?
Nee, jawel,
je bent niet
maar dat
opgewarmd.
is gepast. Nee.
Oké, doe je gepast. Did you guys know each other's music before? You just met here?
I know their stuff.
Gorefest, you know?
Yeah, I have it because I buy all kinds of CDs. I'm a CD maniac. So anything that comes out and is new, I just go in the shop and try to get it. Try to keep updated with new music as much as with old, you know.
Ja, hij vertelt dat hij... Jan Christ wil niet even voordoen hoe hij grunt, maar dat houden we nog van hem te goed ooit, anders koop je maar een plaat van Gorefest. En Max van Sepultura kende de band wel degelijk, Gorefest, want jullie doen het eigenlijk heel goed in het buitenland, heb ik begrepen, toch? Je verkopen, duizenden, weet ik veel, 10.000 cd's daar.
Ja.
So that's nice. Okay, thank you very much. You both have nice tattoos. Die zijn nieuw, hè? Toch?
Dit is een jaar oud ongeveer. Dit is ongeveer een jaar oud.
De vorige keer dat ik je ontmoet had je die nog niet. Nee. Jullie gaan niet naar dezelfde... nee, dat is een heel ander soort...
I think we have some of the same artists.
Ja?
Panky in Amsterdam.
Actually, I'm still one from him.
Oh, you don't have
one?
Nee?
So if he's watching that, maybe one day he'll give me one. He gave Andreas, the other guitar player.
Ja?
He did my arm.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Ja? Wat is dit eigenlijk? Mag ik even zien? Wat is de afbeelding? Ja. Dat is een verhaal op zich, maar dat moet jij even vertellen.
Did you just ask what's the meaning?
Yeah,
I speak Dutch.
Yeah, good. Now what it represents?
Het is allemaal freestyle van Henk.
Oh ja?
It's like all freestyle. You just go in and give him the rough idea and he just did it. I think that's.
But you have specific figures here on your...
I got Shiva here for a couple of years ago. My son's name.
Yeah? Oh yeah. Why do you
my
choose?
son's name? I need to do my other son's name here, Igor.
Uh-huh.
But I have to get from the same tattoo artist, so I'm waiting. Each one of them has a meaning, you know. Tattoo is like music.
Why do you have these, by the way?
Well, I went to the Tribe with Sepultura last year to record, and this is the kind of painting that they do. I just got very influenced by the whole tribal artwork and cultural. I'm really into tribalism. So I just decided that since I went there and I lived with them for 3 days and I got so connected to their roots, why not put it in my skin?
Let me translate, ja. Hij is een maand of 3 bij de Braziliaanse Indianen geweest, ook om een aantal plaatopnamen te maken. En dat is daar kennelijk een gewoonte om ook hier te tatoeëren. En dat vond hij mooi en heeft hij ook laten doen. Thank you very much for coming. Thanks a lot. It was a great show.
I'd like to thank all the fans there. They're watching.
Yeah.
The best fans, you know, one of the best in the world. It's no doubt in here.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us a great time.
Thank you. Over naar Jan Douwer.
Terug weer